Legal case analysis is fundamental to understanding judicial reasoning. It shows how courts interpret laws, resolve disputes, and establish precedents. By examining the facts, issues, and judgments of cases, analysts gain insights into legal principles and their real-world implications, making this an essential skill for anyone involved in law and justice. Legal case analysis is a methodical approach to understanding judicial decisions by dissecting their structure, reasoning, and implications. It is a foundational skill for law students, legal professionals, and scholars, enabling them to interpret how courts apply legal principles to real-world disputes. At its core, legal case analysis is not merely about summarizing a case, but about engaging critically with its content to extract meaningful insights. This process begins with identifying the case citation, which includes the name of the case, the court that decided it, and the year of the decision. This information situates the case within its legal and historical context, and allows for accurate referencing. The next step involves outlining the facts of the case. These are the relevant events and circumstances that led to the legal dispute. Understanding the facts is crucial, because they form the basis upon which legal issues are framed and resolved. Following the facts, one must consider the procedural history, which traces the journey of the case through the judicial system. This includes prior rulings, appeals, and the legal trajectory that brought the case to its current stage. The procedural history provides insight into how different courts have interpreted the matter and may reveal shifts in legal reasoning. Central to any case analysis is the identification of legal issues. These are the specific questions of law that the court must address. Legal issues are often framed in terms of whether a particular law applies, how it should be interpreted, or whether a party's rights have been violated. Once the issues are identified, the analysis turns to the rules of law applied by the court. These rules may come from statutes, regulations, constitutional provisions, or prior case law. Understanding the legal framework allows the analyst to see how the court grounded its decision in existing legal doctrine. The heart of the analysis lies in the court's reasoning, which explains how the law was applied to the facts. This reasoning reveals the interpretive methods used by the judges, such as textualism, purposivism, or precedent-based analysis. It also shows how the court weighed competing arguments and resolved ambiguities. The reasoning culminates in the holding, which is the court's definitive answer to the legal issue. The holding is binding and sets a precedent for future cases, especially in common law jurisdictions. A nuanced case analysis also distinguishes between ratio decidendi and obiter dicta. The ratio decidendi is the legal principle that forms the basis of the decision and is binding in future cases. Obiter dicta, on the other hand, are remarks or observations made by the judge that are not essential to the decision but may be persuasive in later cases. Recognizing this distinction helps in understanding which parts of the judgment carry authoritative weight. Finally, a comprehensive case analysis considers the broader impact of the decision. This includes its influence on legal doctrine, its reception by scholars and practitioners, and its implications for future litigation. Some cases may signal a shift in legal interpretation, introduce new standards, or provoke legislative reform. Others may reinforce existing principles, or clarify ambiguities in the law. By analyzing these dimensions, legal professionals can better anticipate how similar issues might be resolved in the future, and how the law is evolving. In sum, legal case analysis is a rigorous and reflective exercise that transforms a court decision into a source of legal understanding. It requires attention to detail, critical thinking, and an appreciation of the interplay between law and fact. Whether used in academic study, legal practice, or policy development, case analysis remains an indispensable tool for engaging with the law in a meaningful and informed way.